Here we go. Okay. Alrighty, guys. See if I can do this. Alrighty, let's see here. Alrighty. Anybody see me? Testing, testing, 1, 2. I see you. I see you. That tried adding you. For some reason it's. Yes. Just go ahead and. There we go. There we go.
You got one.
I'm just waiting. Just waiting on Lynn.
Okay.
Oh, no invite. Huh? Uh oh. I noticed that. It's weird. That's weird. It's like it's not setting up anything. Hmm. Testing, testing. Hmm. All right, let's try this again, shall we? Okay, I'm live from my phone. Yeah, hold on. Look, let me try something here. Here we go. There we go.
You got one.
Let's try that. Trying to get Lynn. I'm like, for some reason this thing is it's acting like it's yeah. All right. Lynn, if you are here, man, let me see if I can resend you a.
I don't know how you got me, but I got sent a request somehow.
Yeah, I'm like, I sent you both a request. Come on. I had to use my phone. Let's see if I can do this again. Okay. To expand. Let's see if I can do this.
Is this going to be cut down and edited, or is this how it is? We're rolling.
This is how we're gonna roll it.
Oh wow. Well, hello everybody in La La Land. I guess I can talk and banter while you're doing stuff there behind and trying to figure out what you can figure out.
Yes, please.
Thank you for tuning in to the Dave Saunders Show. My name is Go of Kyber Cave and Kyber Cave Productions. I own my own YouTube channel. Make sure to check us over at Kyber Cave Productions. We talk about all kinds of nerdy stuff. I'll tell you what's funny is we just started our brand new show, which is very similar to some of the themes that Dave is doing here. So how serendipitous for us to come over. Our new show is called Gen X Men, where we talk about the 80s, the 90s, talk about things that have changed, things that could never be now, the differences between now and then, and just to basically have fun over there. We recently shut down our show Saber Rattle, which is more known as the interview show. However, having said that, I still have some great interviews coming up. We've got stars lined up, but I'm going to be honest with you. The reason we closed down Saber Rattle is because with the format of that show, there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes before the show happens every week. I have to make sure to book out a guest. And, the bigger the guests are, the more challenging their schedules can become. I recently had a stroke about 4 months ago, and I'm still working. So it was just beginning to be a lot on me to run the internet shows, to run my regular 9 to 5, and to run a lightsaber company on top of that, which we were doing during the weekends as we have no regular storefront currently. So there was a lot on my plate, shutting down Saber Rattle. And also at that time, my fabulous director, Miss Mez, who had been with us for 3.5 years, was telling me that she was going to be stepping down to move on to other activities that she's been wanting to do, and opportunities with her church and her family and things like that. So, no love lost. We still love our girl, but she was a fundamental part of what we do here. When our new fabulous director came on, which I'm excited about, that's who we're waiting for now. When he came on roughly 12 episodes ago, so that'd be about 3 months ago now. When he came on 12 episodes ago, this was pretty much a brand new territory for him. I knew it wouldn't be something that he couldn't learn because of projects that we've done in the past. He is my one of my oldest homeboys from way back from the 6th grade. Someone I've known since the 6th grade, probably the oldest of all my old friends right now. And we've come together every few years. It's very funny how he would leave in life, or life would take us in different directions for several years, and all of a sudden we'd come back, and I would be doing a project, and he would just slip right in, just like he had never left. So Gen X Men is an extension of that. That is just us, nostalgizing about things that we've been through, and talking about our past together. We are still going to have some of those great interviews still coming up, because I still want to do the interviews. There's no there's no use in not having these fabulous interviews that we have lined up. But I am working on another bigger project right now that I know you guys are going to be excited about. People will come in from multiple different states to check this out. Um, I am working on a different type of show right now that will more facilitate um, bringing in. I know Dave is working on something more facilitate bringing in those celebrity types and the interviews that we want to do, and a show that's better for that format, and obviously, honestly, not as draining on me personally. So we have been around for 5.5 years as the production company. We've been our YouTube channel has been around for 5.5 years. We have just about 3,000 subscribers, and in fact, if you want to head over to youtube.com/Kyber Cave Productions, we actually give away a free gift. We'll be giving away a free gift at our 3,000 subscriber. And you definitely want to get in on this. This will be our exclusive sheet show. This is a saber that you can only get at Kyber Cave. We are the only company that has this. And why? Because I manufacture this. I designed this one myself. But what's cool about this one is not only is this the NeoPixel, and don't let it get twisted. You can fight with NeoPixels. I just don't recommend fighting quite as hard as you could with a RGB or a baselit saber. But this is a NeoPixel, and this one has battle damage. Check out the battle damage.
Nice.
Ooh, I have it. Is it on white right now? So whatever color oh yeah, my crystal's on white. Whatever color your blade is, your crystal will be that color inside as well. So let's see if I can change it there. It's a little hard to tell because it's a flashing color. So this is a free saber we're giving away. All you have to do is subscribe to our channel, and when the show comes on, we give away. Like I said, we're doing it every 100 subscriber. We'll still be giving things away. We won't be giving away a free saber every 100 because that's what we've done for a long time, and it can be very expensive. We will be giving away free Kyber Cave gifts. Might be a keychain, might be a hoodie, might be some lightsaber socks. Who knows what you're going to get. But probably for the bigger numbers, we'll still give away the lightsabers. For now, make sure to subscribe to Kyber Cave Productions, and you could win this incredible saber. This one, now, I will tell you, if you know anything about NeoPixels tend to be in the $400 to $600 range. If you get a really good deal, good price, there's sometimes $400 to $600. This, because it is a Kyber Cave exclusive, I worked it. The whole point of making this saber was to make a NeoPixel that was accessible to everybody. So this is $250 if you want it with the battle damage. We have 5 color versions. This also comes in all red, blue, green, brown, and what color am I missing? Red, blue, green, brown, and purple. We have those body colors that are also NeoPixel, but they don't have the battle damage to it. Only this other one has the battle damage to it. So the other one, the regular version, is only $200, and I don't have that here with me. But as you go to these conventions and stuff, we have been on the convention scene probably about 7 years now, almost as long as the store has been open. When we first started doing conventions, we were the only cats out there. Now we're running into more and more competition. But I do want you to know that a lot of these companies do. If you're a fan of Saber Theory, we go through the same manufacturer, which is called TXQ. TXQ is a fantastic company, and you can see why everybody wants to work with them, because of the quality of the product and the prices that we're able to bring to you because of that excellent quality. But what sets Kyber Cave apart is that we do have some of our own exclusive sabers. So we're not just selling the same sabers that that you can get with other TXQ vendors. We are selling sabers that you can only get at Kyber Cave, which does include, and I have it packed up. Super excited about this. So we offer two series right now. There's the regular movie accurate. A movie accurate saber typically is going to cost you between $400 and $500. The more work, the more detailing, the more accurate, the more it costs you for that saber. We have a saber line that I call the lookalikes, which are roughly half the price in most cases. So they're in the $200 to $300 range. They look very different, and the only difference is the ignition button. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's like when you go on the Luke or the Vader, it's basically that box there. Which, if you ever actually use those in a fight, they dig into your hand, they dig into your wrist. They can be a pain in the butt. So to not have that box there is such a blessing, and also to have the button control instead of having to guess how many numbers you pressed in, being able to visually see how many flashes you were at, so that you know what kind of control you're doing is fantastic. It's total game changer.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, DJ. Hey, hey, DJ, how about this? Tell us when you're available, and you and I will do a one-on-one. For some reason, I don't know what's going on that. It's supposed to have been sent you a. Should have had a little thing that allows you to be. You just tap it on the very bottom of the up where we're talking, where it
Yeah.
says invite and stuff. So I'm so sorry, man.
Sorry, homie. Try to get it. Try to get this hooked up before you had to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everything done. He was a pain in the butt. Okay, so so besides the new podcast, is there any future items other than the lightsaber that you guys have plans? Like any future uh actors, like musicians, anything? Because I know a lot of people would love to know.
Yes, I was telling you that we were going to have a special announcement for you. So, secret announcement we haven't told anyone yet. We have booked for this summer, and I haven't told you what we booked for, but we have booked for a couple shows. The illustrious and exciting Mixmaster Mike. If you
Ooh.
do not, do you know who Mixmaster Mike is, Dave?
Oh yes, yes it does.
Mhm. Of course, if this is an '80s show, you got to know who Mixmaster Mike is.
Oh yeah.
So we have Mixmaster Mike will be booked with us. We're going to obviously do an interview with him, but we are going to do a series of concerts with him as well. Um,
Nice.
I work for the United Cerebral Palsy program in Northern California,
Oh
and
wow.
come to find out, his agent and his organization in general have a very soft spot for people with special needs. Um, so they've agreed to do a show with us and help us with our lineup as well. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, that's gonna be so awesome.
That
I
has
know
been.
recently I know I told your compadre there, DJ up. I now having to wear oxygen,
Mhm,
so I didn't have it on while I'm doing the interviews because the noise will interfere. So I also
mhm.
have a oxygen unit that I'm gonna be
Right.
setting up, so it'll be a lot less noisy for any
Okay.
future interviews that I do. So this you guys are my first ones, other than my Facebook friends, to know that I have an oxygen unit now,
Right, right, right.
and I'll be still be going to still be doing going to do the Comic Con this year. So I will be doing that. I'm also going to be trying to set up more guests for the future. Season
Nice.
three will not season three will not begin until 2 days after I do the con. So season two will end the day of the con, both
Wow.
months. Season three will begin a week after.
That's so weird. What is a season for you? What does that mean for you?
So season 1 is I've done 12 episodes. This year I'm hoping to do 13 episodes. Next year 12 episodes. Following year either 13 or 14. Depends on how many days I can fit into my thing. So
And how often are you trying to roll once a week?
once a week, or one episode a week. I do that. It allows me time to do stuff with with my mom and do other things. Oop, I gotta fix this here. Little, like too magnified on my.
Mhm.
But yeah, I doing that. I'm doing. I've been trying to also work around the house. I'm also trying to go ahead and schedule on who I would like to be on interview. So I have to contact them. I am able to contact the ones that I was going to be doing because I've been very busy just to help my mom and stuff. Uh, this year I'm hoping to have a lot more stuff to happen to go on. So
Mhm. Well, excellent. I'm excited to see how this year turns out. And thank you for
yeah,
having us on as your first guest of the year. It's kind of
yep.
funny how our show evolved into similar to what your show is about looking back to the 80s as we come on as your guests.
Mhm. So what do you miss about the '80s?
Oh man, everything, dude. Like it's not the same planet as it was back then. You can't kids they don't hang out the way that we used to hang out.
I know, right?
Everything is different.
So
I
I
was talking.
remember. Where's that?
Go ahead.
I had something that maybe was was like late '80s, early '90s.
Hmm.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. First season was in '89 when it premiered.
Wow.
Where else? Oh, and then of course, if you're always a Power Ranger fan,
I have somewhere in this house. I have stuff autographed by the original Yellow Ranger before she passed.
I heard she was such a sweetheart.
Yeah, I know. I know nothing about her. On a personal level. But I know for me at that time, I was when the original Power Rangers came out. I was like late high school, I think. And I remember she was the only Vietnamese actress on TV, and being a person of Vietnamese descent, it meant a lot to me that to be able to see representation.
Did you know actually she was second?
The second choice.
No, she was the second Vietnamese actor.
Oh, really?
Yes. If you ever watched 21 Jump Street,
Hmm.
he was the actor who played as Harry Tanaka. Was
Mm.
was Vietnamese.
That's so funny. I was actually just talking to Michelle Phillips, I think, who was a different Power Ranger. And we were talking about that about people of ethnic backgrounds on TV at that time.
Mhm.
So
Did you
that
know they
yeah,
actually had? There was supposed to be a different Yellow Ranger. She was a Latino,
right.
because she didn't. I guess she wanted more money, and so
Hmm.
they let her go because of that. What I heard at that
Yes, I
time.
do remember hearing about that.
At that time, and at that time, Saban wasn't willing to fork out the. And they were non card actors.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah. If you're for those obviously this is a show about the 80s. We actually have one more big interview from someone from the 80s that I was excited about coming up. We're just hooking up the date, and I'll do it. We'll still add it into our Gen X show, because it actually works out there too. It's appropriate there. But we have a Soleil Moon Frye coming on the show as well.
Oh, I always had a crush on her.
Everybody did. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, seriously, I'm like, I had a major crush on her. Fucking
Yeah, and she's a sweetheart, dude. We were at her booth, and I was looking down in my phone at some prices, and I look up, and she's standing there, like, in front of me, looking at lightsabers, and I was like, "Oh my God, are you Celine Moon Fry?" And she said yes, and I got all fanboy. I couldn't help myself.
see, here's the thing for me. Dave would have to kick me out of the con because I would not be able to stop fanboying. Dave, you're listening? I'm joking. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often where I get all fanboy like that, but I mean when Punky Brewster's standing in front of you.
She basically was every boy's crush in the 80s.
Right. Her and Alyssa Milano.
So, yeah. I'm trying to think what else there. Let's see here. Comics changed a lot.
Mm.
They've changed so much. And you're like, you have to figure out, okay, what is this about type thing.
Well, we had come from, and I can't remember the exact times of the changes, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not as hugely vested in comics as some of the other people, especially as my DJ uppercuts. But I think we just came through a period where the rules had changed in the 70s, and that's why you had so many weird comic books in the 70s, because there was rules and regulations about what type of violence kids could see, what kind of storylines. I think like certain types of monsters were even banned. So the 80s got to make up for all of that time period, and really go all out there with some fantastic. I mean, you think about it, a lot of the stuff that they're redoing now comes from that time period.
Yes. You know what though? Here's the thing though. When during the 70s they didn't allow certain things for comic books. But during the 80s they changed that. But in the 80s the music wasn't allowed. And that went on with like during the 50s and 60s for movies. They wouldn't allow certain things.
Right.
So as years progressed, it went from being in the movies to the comics, from the comics to the music.
Right.
And of course, before the movies, it was clothing. It was real life. Then they went to the movies, and from the movies to this, to this, this. What next? That's the question.
Right.
So, see here. What's one thing from the 80s wish you can do again?
You know what I wish I could do? I wish we could drive down the street with our pickup truck sitting in the back of our pickup truck, open pickup truck.
I'm like, the thing is, they stopped allowing that years ago. I'm like, oh, come on. That was what the fun thing was during the summer was.
Do you remember when you were a little kid, dude? Like all of our parents, either your family had it or somebody else's family had that big ass station wagon where they would pile up like 7 kids, and they would even have like jumper chairs in the back, where no seatbelts or anything.
Yeah. Then when you go to the speed bumps, like full.
Oh yeah, dude. You get slammed into the roof
of
the car.
You look like you felt like you flew through space. Oh, here's something. So last year, the actors from Dazed and Confused signed my movie.
Mm-hmm.
The actors who played in it.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I got lucky, and I was imagining like if if life was back in the 70s and 80s again, and I'm an adult, what would I want? What would I want to do to let the kids know you still have fun, just be safe.
Yeah,
You know,
man,
because I'm like,
everything's changed. Nothing we had back then. Uppercuts and I were talking about how we used to like sneak out of the house at like 10 at night and like ride our bikes to the other side of town, to where the mall was, and just being out, you were excited to be out of the house or whatever.
hmm
But like cops for the most part didn't really bother you as long as you didn't look like you were, gonna break into something, you know what I mean?
I know, right? Well, here's
It was a
something.
totally different time period. I remember
hmm
I was just the other day I was picking up my son from school, and I was like, it's so funny. This could never have happened in the 80s. But I went to his school to pick him up, and he wasn't where he was supposed to meet me. And I texted him. I was like, "Hey, dude, what happened? I thought you were supposed to be here." He's like, "Oh yeah, last minute, me and the guy went to the taqueria. Can you come pick us up at the taqueria, right?" And I was
hmm
like, "Man, in the 80s, that would have never have happened because once you got to that spot and you weren't where you were supposed to be,
You're
that's it.
walking
You
home.
you were walking."